Am I getting eyes? Am I getting eyes? And I got eyes on YouTube. I got eyes on Facebook, and I got eyes on Twitch. Hi, everybody. Welcome. This is the start of our Friday podcast. I got our host. I got our show on the screen, and I got to put my fucking mug on there because those are the people that are coming. They're coming. They're gonna do a podcast. That's Sam Butler and Jack Anderson. They're going to do podcast, DMT podcast, coming up. And then tonight, we've got at 6 p.m., Gary Miller story time. At 7 p.m., Mutiny does whatever the fuck they want. 8 p.m., relationship. 9 p.m., people and places present a Zoom call. Fuck it, hey, that's called programming, folks. Hey there, hi there, ho there. If you're streaming us on Facebook, you can stream us on the Twitch and the YouTube at Grafenberg TV. And if you'd like to support us, we very much appreciate that. And you can support us at Venmo, Patreon, GoFundMe, all at Grafenberg TV, as well as get Grafenberg swag, a t-shirt, a towel, a coffee mug, whatever in the shit you want. Even a skateboard. They'll even put trucks on it and everything. I think trucks go on a skateboard. I don't know. But I think those words are synonymous to me. Coming in hot, loving the stream today. I love it. So now that we've got that all out of the way, here comes the good stuff. We've got a podcast coming up from two awesome gentlemen, ladies, gentlemen, and people from all over the world. Please welcome the hosts and people that do DMT podcast, Jack Anderson and Sam Butler.
Hey. What's up? What's happening?
What's
it's
happening?
It's
an all-new episode of Don't Miss This Podcast with me, Sam Butler, and of course my lovely co-host, Jack Anderson. Jack, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, what's up, man? I'm surviving, thriving. How you doing?
Oh, you got the cans on. You got the cans on today.
It helps with the sound, man. It helps. We got like 3 microphones going on right now.
Nice. See? You got that Yeti going.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, man, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Had a pretty good week. Can't complain.
Yeah. What'd you do?
What did I do? Well, one thing that I did is for the first time I got into Dungeons and Dragons, man.
Hey!
Yeah, I found my first to do Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, no. So this one of the ladies I work with, her and her boyfriend do Dungeons and Dragons and shit. Oh wow!
My friend made this for me.
Yeah, and it sounds fun. That's cool. But it sounds like a really cool because we grew up and it's like, oh, Dungeons and Dragons, you fucking nerd. And now I'm like, oh, it's actually pretty sweet because you're building a story.
Right.
Yeah. Oh. So it's like a story-driven thing, but it's more interactive. You're social and shit like that.
Well, it's interesting because the group that we're doing this with, it's like it's a bunch of people that know each other. So while you're playing the game, like it's really funny too because you're just kind of fucking with each other, or at least that's the way we play. Yeah. Like we get into it, we have a good time, but for the most part, like I'm trying to get a whole Gimli Legolas kill thing going on with one of my buddies. I'm winning right now. You just fuck around.
Jack, I bet you're the guy who it's like you guys roll up to some sort of tavern in some town and you're just like, and then you go and you talk to the wench and then you're like, and then you cut her head off.
Okay, I got a great story for you because I can tell you about what happened. This is recorded history apparently in this game. So what happened was so my first kill was against a goblin. Got to take out them goblins, ghouls, all the above, all the G's. And,
ghouls, goblins.
I tried to shoot the goblin with my crossbow. Didn't work. Completely missed him. So I ran away completely. Mostly because I didn't understand how to move in the game, and I had already committed to my choice. So I was like, all right, yeah, push him back. So then what I did instead was I got a wrist crossbow, which also has been made. Right here, it's a little some. Shout out to
Jesus,
and
Rhodes has time on his hands, man.
He's killing, man. He was getting by us, just dropped him right off. I was like, all right, I'll take it.
Yeah.
So I run up to the goblin that's already been hit, and I shot him in the face with the wrist crossbow, which worked automatically because it was sticking down. Because this dungeon mastery is a lot of
I
power.
mean, point blank, it would be hard not to.
Exactly, and mind you, I'm a 400-pound dragon man in this game, so it's pretty fun to like imagine what's going on there. And then we kidnapped another one.
Wait, hang on. What do you mean, Dragon Man?
I'm a dragon man. I'm a dragonborn.
So, but are you Dragonborn like Skyrim or half dragon like Goro?
Oh, like Goro, like straight up. I got like the horns. I got the teeth. You know, I got the hind legs of a reptilian.
All right,
Dude, it's
all right.
I get to decide exactly how this character looks. So then
That's sweet.
we kidnap one of the goblins, and I decided to shoot him with my lightning breath, which was pretty rad. So I'm into Dungeons and Dragons, Sam. I'm very into it.
All right, bud. I'm pretty stoked for you. I might have to join you.
Yeah,
Give
dude.
it a shot.
We'll get you.
It sounds fun.
Because I had never, like you said, it was like Dungeons and Dragons. It seems kind of, it's hard to get into. It's kind of weird, kind of vulnerable. But like in this day and age,
I really just know about it. Yeah, I just know about it that Vin Diesel was a big fan of it, or still is a big fan of Dungeons and Dragons.
Really, Vin?
And it just tickled me. This picture of him like, it's about the family. Also, roll the 1d20, motherfucker. And like, what? And I mean, you can do a different shit. You don't even have to do like just magical stuff. Like the chick I work with, she said they were doing like a Star Wars campaign, and like, I don't know, you probably do a Marvel one, dude.
Oh, dude, if I could do Marvel, that'd be insane.
Game over.
Game over.
You get your Thor going. Oh, speaking of Thor, I forgot to show this to you the other day, which I guess I should talk real quick, because I'm out of quarantine, super stoked about it. Feels great to be back. You know, I'm back working at Insomnia, and then next week I go back to Raccoon. So I'm pretty stoked about that. But I forgot to show you that I got this Thor phone case, right? It's got Thor and then Stormbreaker and Mjolnir. Yeah, but like, it's like the shittiest phone case ever, dude. It is literally just like the thinnest little plastic shell that wraps around it. It's like a fucking little, it's like a skin in a video game for my phone. And I'm literally, I shit you not, it already cracked and chipped right there. And I'm like, wow, that was so sick, dude. And so I'm just gonna keep this on for this week, and then when I go back to Raccoon Creek, it's back to the Thanos case, because at least it's an OtterBox.
Right.
So yeah, and then that Thor statue that I ordered back in December.
Oh yeah.
Finally became available, so I got it coming in, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Which store is that?
I had to freaking put money down to what?
Which store is that? Like, what does the statue look like?
Check. What? Oh, it's Fat Thor at the end of Endgame.
That's what
I'll show you.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
that's exciting, man.
I think I showed it to you before, right?
I know which one you're talking about. I just had to remember. Yeah.
No, so that finally is. Yeah, no, that's finally coming my way, so I'm pretty stoked on that.
Nice.
Get my Thor shit. And yeah, it's been great back to work, but dude, holy shit. When I say this, playtime is over at Insomnia. I don't have any time to play video games or any of that shit. It's just in and out.
Just going for it.
Yep.
Yeah. Just people getting cookies all day, every motherfucking day.
Oh yeah. All day. It's cookie time. Yeah, all the time. I think, well, I haven't really worked a full shift, but like 30.
Really?
Sorry. Yeah. Like 30 in a day, and like the average dude, 420. I'm so glad that I didn't have to work 420. We had 80 deliveries that day. Yeah, because there was a big 420 deal.
Dude, I get it. 420 was great. 420 was amazing. Went to a park, played some cornhole, fucking smoked all the live long day.
Nice.
What? Freaking yeah, that's
Who'd
literally
you hang out with?
Cody, and then we.
Who'd you?
Hmm?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Lauren and Jake.
At a safe distance.
At a safe distance, of course. 6 feet apart. I finally watched Bert and Adam Sandler. The interview.
Oh, that interview. Wasn't that hilarious? He fucking blew it.
He's just terrible. Just
hey Adam, do you have Netflix? I love his coming up to the screen with his head sideways like, hey Adam, do you have Netflix? Yeah, I have Netflix. It's $200 million deal. They kind of throw that in, Bert.
I hate that question. I'm not going to answer that question.
I hated that question. Yeah, that was great. I love that. What was I gonna say? I got caught up on the What We Do in the Shadows season 2 episodes. I'm like 2 episodes in, so I think I have this week like tonight's or last night's episode. But that show is so goddamn funny, dude. I love it.
Yeah.
Like the fucking episode with Haley Joel Osment fucking killed me. Like he could do no wrong. Just how they mistreat Guillermo is so fucking funny.
And now that he's a fucking vampire player, and he's fucking
yeah. He's part Van Helsing. Yeah. It's so great. I love that show.
Oh, every did you see
then the ghost one?
Did you see who directed the first one?
Yeah, Kyle Newacek, bro. That was crazy.
That's your boy.
Yeah, it's a big nooch.
Yeah, big nooch.
Yeah, and it was big nooch. No, he like I saw that and I'm like, you know what, that totally makes sense. I could see him doing like quite a bit of like directing in television like that, you know, because he did direct that one Adam Sandler Jennifer Aniston movie, that murder mystery. I haven't seen it, but I heard it was funny.
Yeah.
But I'm stoked to see him getting some work like that.
Me too.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what like the next project for all the Workaholics dudes is gonna be, because you know Game Over Man was great, but you know we need some more. We need some more of the dudes.
More of the dudes.
More of the dudes.
Yeah. More dates.
And dates. Oh, that was okay. So 420 for me, I slept pretty late, and I woke up at like 2:30, and I was like, well, I definitely missed morning 420. And then like it was kind of funny because you remember Teenage, you know, the shirts that Blake makes. So he went live on their Instagram, and he was like tie-dyeing and listening to music. And I was just watching that and getting high, and I was like, "This is pretty sweet 420, dude." And I was wearing my Stone in the Bone purple shirt, hat, and I was wearing my Bash Bros hat. I was like, "Dude,
green all day, man."
So that was pretty cool. Yeah, yeah, it was a blur after that.
It was a blur.
But now here we are. April. Yeah, I like how we are here. 24th. It's 420. 420.
Mm-hmm.
It's 424 20. Anjay didn't like that. I'm over here.
Dude, it's the best. The best time to
I know. It's like, and honestly, best time for people to be in quarantine is in April, because now you can just spend all day, every day getting high in 420.
That's basically it, man. That's the lifestyle. Fucking kicking it.
Yeah.
Chilling all day. All day. I'm pretty about it.
All day.
Don't want to go back to work.
80 all day.
I have no interest.
Yeah, now that you're adjusted, now that you're adjusted, and you got all your schedule down, and you can work out and make it work. You're down with this. Just collecting from Uncle Sam's titty.
Uncle Sam's doing okay, you know, helping out more than I expected, you know?
Yeah.
But fucking chilling, man. It was my mom's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Jenny.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, Jenny.
That was good times. Good times. We had the draft.
You know,
Man. That was cool.
oh yeah. Well, we actually have something we can talk about Jack's picks with.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the NFL draft. I don't know anybody in it besides Joe Burrow, dude. Literally, that's the only name I knew when I looked at the list of who all got drafted last night.
Which one's Joe Burrow?
Are you really serious?
Yeah, which one's that guy?
He's the quarterback from LSU.
Quarterback.
Dude, you were fucking with me, weren't you? Fuck you, okay? I hate you. I truly hate you, okay?
We're showing the world our relationship. I mean, just
what? How do you of all people not know who Joe Burrow is? We talked about Joe Burrow on this podcast. What the fuck, man?
Let's go Bengals. Cincinnati for life.
He's always a Tiger, dude.
You know why?
He's gonna be a Tiger his whole life.
You know why the Patriots were cheating from the Bengals is because they know the Bengals are going to win the Super Bowl next year. And Belichick.
Oh yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, they were cheating because they needed the secret.
They were planning ahead. They were planning ahead. They're like, next year we're not going to have Tom. We got to cheat. We got to cheat
off the Cincinnati Bengals, who are going
off
to.
Cincy. Yeah.
They will win the Super Bowl.
Unless freaking they go face to face with the Tampa Bay Gronkaneers.
Congratulations on that. I can finally be a Gronk for the first time in my life. I'm so stoked.
Oh, now I have to buy 2 Buccaneers jerseys, dude. God. I am 100% going in on the Buccaneers. Fuck everybody. I don't care if they're calling me a bandwagoner, or it's just because I have guy crushes on both Tom and Gronk. You've gotten away with being a Carolina Panthers and a Jacksonville Jaguars fan with little to no frack, and now you're wearing a Toronto's Raptor hat. Dude, I'm getting bucks on it. Okay, man, they're my number 2 now.
I think everybody's gonna jump on the Bucks bandwagon because nobody really hated the Bucks before this. You know,
I know. I honestly kind of liked them. Of all the Florida teams, I liked them, but because you had Jacksonville, so you were just being annoying about that.
Freaking Jaguars, man. I can't stand that team right now. They're isolated with their players. They're just getting in fights with all their players. Freaking goons.
Yeah.
The whole franchise.
A bunch of goons.
A franchise that was a quarter away from the Super Bowl has now been eviscerated in 2 years. I mean, just completely ripped down and torn apart.
Yeah. Now, but you got Minshew Mania, Jack. You still relying on Minshew Mania.
They should get Cam Newton.
That would be cool.
But
I'd be okay with that.
Right. Well, I saw the running back Leonard Fournette. He started talking about that, and right after he brought up that they should get Cam Newton, they started trying to trade Leonard Fournette.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Why would they try to get rid of Fournette, dude?
Because he doesn't follow their fucking plan, their agenda, because he's talking about getting Cam Newton. But the fucking thing is,
not following Proto, bud.
I can't justify this team's actions because their GM and their coach have both sucked for so long. And the only time they didn't was when they had like 10 All-Pros. Sammy?
Wow. What was I going to say? Oh, that was what I was doing last night. I was looking on NFL Shop to, for Buccaneers jerseys, and I'm like, you know what I want to do? I want to get Brady in that fucking creamsicle orange jersey, and they don't only forms even before I became a Buccaneers fan, where it's got like the Buccaneer with the knife in his teeth and everything. Speaking of uniforms, it's our uniforms.
What? Hold on.
What? Yeah, it's catching up.
Watching you go through these glitches has been just absolutely wonderful.
Yeah. Is it bad? Can you hear me all the way through, or is it just going to be super choppy this whole podcast?
I don't know if it's going to be the whole podcast, but that little sequence right there was pretty great.
Of me just getting mad and trying to explain that I couldn't get a creamsicle jersey.
Well, hearing that, getting like cut apart in bits and pieces, and just seeing you frozen, and at one point just be like, on the screen,
Dude, let me tell you what, fucking goddamn creamsicle jerseys need to get back on the fucking marketplace. God.
Oh, I love it.
And now I gotta get a new Patriots jersey. That's a relevant player.
Go get Brian Hoyer.
Yeah, dude. Or Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah, there we go. The future.
Who the fuck is that guy? And where do they get off thinking that he's gonna be the new the follow up to Brady, huh?
Hey,
at least Brian Hoyer has that season where Brady went down.
Right. That's fair.
Yeah.
Now,
But
I gotta show you something really quick.
Stidham. Do it. Stidham.
Just a moment.
Jack. Big. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna like what I'm gonna see here.
You see it?
Oh my god, dude. Hell yeah.
Dalia Callan 2020. Come on, guys. Brian could really use a win right now. I love it. I saw this and I was like, I don't need to spend my money on that. There's no. And then I thought about it. One, it's an amazing pullover. It's very soft. Two,
yeah.
I'm just like thinking about it. I'm like, Chris D'Elia and Brian Callen have had such a unique presence in my recent life that I can't not get this. This is so like, perfect for what this experience
now I get that Segura Kreischer one. Or a Rogan Diaz one. That'd be a good one.
Any of those are better than what's going on. Any of them. Let's select comedians.
Any of them.
The funniest person gets the lead.
Yeah. That would be perfect. Because even like if you get somebody up there like fucking Joey Diaz saying all the ridiculous shit that he says, dude, he still would be less disruptive than Donald Trump. Like I was the other day, someone was like, I think it was on Bill Burr's podcast. He had Al Jurgensen from Ministry on there, and he was talking about. He's like, dude, if Biden wins, at least we'll have 4 years that are quieter. And I'm like, that's fair. Yeah. That is fair. But
Bubble
also,
and Biden?
Fuck both of them.
You don't like Bubble and Biden?
No, fuck them.
But he loves kids.
A little too much, Jack. A little too much. And then freaking it's just like, which sex offender do you guys want running this country? That's really what this election is. Which old white senile sex offender do you want to run the goddamn country? And it's like that's where we are now. Very cool. Very cool.
Speaking of senile, I was going to mention, what do you think about Tom Brady losing it?
I was just gonna bring that up.
Losing his fucking mind.
Okay, he wasn't like Chad Kelly getting fucked up and walking into that person's house. Okay,
He didn't need alcohol to
he
get
was
lost.
given. Here's my theory as to what happened.
He didn't need any
What?
alcohol to get lost, Sam. He just forgot.
No, I think it was just. Here's what I think happened. Here's my theory. That offensive coordinator sent him the address, but instead of just typing it, he was lazy and just said, "Send my location." And those things are, inaccurate. I've had it happen several times where I'll click on use my location for ordering something, and it says 6274 instead of 54. So I feel like that's what happened. Brady got the guy's neighbor's address, and then I feel like the guy texted him, "Hey, don't worry about knocking, just come on in." And that's just what happened. Because that's the weirder part about this whole thing is him just walking in without knocking or ringing or anything like that. He's just like, "I'm just gonna stroll on in."
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what I'm thinking.
I think he should be in a home. He's in Florida already.
He's that far.
He's already in Florida.
Yeah.
That's what this really was. That's why he went to Tampa Bay.
Yeah, so he can get the proper care and help at an old people's home, huh? Yeah, I bet, dude.
I just want to see Tom Brady in a fucking robe for like 50 years, just playing checkers with old ladies and just happy.
Yeah.
I would love
Playing
it.
bingo. Dude,
Yeah.
he would probably make a great old person. Because he
Bingo!
already is so weird. Yeah. Bingo! Bingo! And then, like, they'd be playing like what fucking shuffleboard or something.
Mm-hmm.
Someone will hit the right puck, and then he'll go for the high five, and they'll leave him hanging.
Yeah, right, exactly. Oh man, I'm excited. I just hope Gronk, doesn't get killed.
Right. I'm wondering how it's gonna be for him after having like a year or two being retired and then resting up his body and then becoming a WWE champion in the interim. Like he's a defending WWE champ. How is he gonna do that when he's playing football, man? They better not have WrestleMania during football season, buddy.
Gronk's going to become a new human being because of the number of steroids he's going to start taking, that he has been taking, and now will add to the
Yeah,
regimen.
100%. And he's been doing the TB12 workout, so he's got that pliability going for him. Which, if there's anything about Gronk, he has not been pliable at all.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
How does it make you feel that Gronk retired, he left, but the moment that Tom left New England, he said, "Hey, get me back in the NFL. I want to do this again."
I feel like linebacker. I hated culture there. So what I think is really just kind of fun, and then especially with Tom, So he's just having a fun. Oh man, buddy, I can't hear you.
Hold on.
You're breaking up.
I haven't talked. Wait. Nah, you frozen.
Can you hear me at least?
Kind of. I'm hearing you bits and pieces. Hold on. We lost him, ladies and gentlemen. We lost Sam Butler. But that's okay, because as you heard, that was hilarious. I find technical difficulties to be, hysterical, to put a word to it. Now, I don't know if we're gonna get Sam back. And if that's the case, I'm not doing the full hour, but we'll get them. We'll get them. I believe. And if not, well, I suppose I could talk about this is terrible podcasting. This is just horrible. I wasn't prepared to be alone. Weird stuff. I don't know. What is there to talk about? What's happening in the world? Let's see. Guys, this is disastrous. This is disastrous because I guess I'll talk more about D&D. What's interesting about it? D&D it's a very special game, I found, and I recommend anybody play it. Oh, there's Justin.
Wonder I'll come back in. Because I heard you talking about D&D, and I'll pop back out when Sam gets in.
Dude, I love D&D. It was just like one night. I was like, I get why people
You know,
understand.
that was the most recent grad show we did.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
It was
How'd
an
you do that?
improvised
How'd you do
D&D
that?
campaign.
Okay, because it's like totally improv. I mean, like the Dungeon Master does some guidance, but you make all your decisions. I love that so much.
I love that
Totally.
so much.
There's a stream, the guys, Bearded Code, they do it. And they're like super deep. And they'll do it where like you follow two of their characters, and then some other play the NPCs, and they've got a killer fucking dungeon master.
Really?
Totally.
That's the biggest thing.
That's the biggest
We're
thing.
lucky because our guys been doing it for 10 years.
Yeah. So what class you choosing?
That's like Ranger, Warrior, things like that.
Yeah, cleric. Yeah, I mean, there's like, I think a cleric can be, like, you could be an elf cleric.
Right. I'm a Dragonborn Ranger.
Of course you're Dragonborn. Yeah. And of course you're a Ranger.
Gotta be.
If you can do it, why not?
If you can
do it, I was thinking about going with the eagle-looking guys.
Eagle-looking guys.
It's a dragon.
The Asimir.
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one.
I personally like the half demon.
Yeah.
Now, are you chaotic neutral, chaotic good, or
chaotic good? Always, man.
You
want to be a good guy, but you want to fuck some shit. You want to keep the story always entertaining.
Sure.
Yeah.
See, not everyone would make that choice. That's the best part of D&D.
The amount of freedom and options and just all the like different routes you can go for yourself, your own character before you even get to the campaign.
Totally. Well, and just the mixture of like, you get to see so much about your friends by what they choose.
Yes.
Even if they want to be like a chaotic elf thief, you're still in their party and have to solve the problem that the Dungeon Master throws at you.
It's the best. I'll always we build it up. Let's go crazy.
Yeah.
Real stupid here.
Fireball. Everything gets a fireball.
Right.
I love it. I think we have Sam back. Sam, you there?
I think so.
No, I think he's frozen again.
I've got that stirred.
I've got that. I'll send you all the info on that Wi-Fi extender thing that's fucking dope.
Yeah.
And it's like $20.
Okay, not bad. Okay.
No, I just went to Micro Center and picked some up for some of our performers, and they're super fucking cheap. They've actually got a sale going on, the AC 1200.
Okay.
You know, I know, yeah. Man, that Dungeons shit is fucking. You go down to Wizard's Chest and they've got a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay. Yeah, because one of my friends, Lauren, she wants to start like getting into cosplay and like doing actual costumes and stuff.
Sure.
So that would be perfect. She's like, I want to do all these things, but I don't know where to start. So, and like, have you ever been to ranking down in Old Littleton?
No.
It's solid. It's like an old Halloween shop they used to go to all the time. And they have so many just like random movie things.
You say Old Town Littleton?
Yeah.
Okay.
Old Littleton. Trying to remember the cross.
No, that's fine. I just need enough. My head was naturally went to Old Town Arvada, and I was like, I know it's not that.
Right. Here's Sam. Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm trying to,
Okay.
Okay.
So is it still running?
Yeah, no, Justin and I have been talking about D&D.
We're just talking, buddy. No problem, buddy.
Hosting.
I heard Jack talking. I was like, well, I can fucking talk D&D all day with the motherfucker.
Oh my god.
This
Oh
shit's
my God.
easy. No, I mean, we've been wanting to get together, right before all this happened, we were going to start doing D&D campaigns here with people where you could bring your character and do some one-shots and shit. Because we all got hooked on it with that fucking grad show we all did.
Right. And I mean, again, it's the best, perfect game with improv, you know? Like, that could be... I like think about these campaigns and manifested and, like, my imagination. Like, this would be so cool.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's... Sam, do you play?
No, but I've heard about it from somebody I work with, and it sounds like a hell of a time.
Totally. I mean, it was just like, I think that everybody, like, back in the 70s, just, like, it was all the, I don't know, the introverts, right? So they were deemed nerds, and now everyone's like, wait, that Dungeons and Dragons shit's cool. You're like, yeah, motherfucker. Y'all been fucking giving us wedgies for years, motherfucker. Now you think it's cool?
Oh man, and like the depth to it too, like the number, the fact that you can go on so many different missions and stuff like that, just make them up as you go.
Oh, totally.
Crazy.
Well, I love that, just the letting the die rule. You know what I mean? Like, I love when you get like a 7. And you just, you cannot accomplish what the fuck you want, no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when bad things happen, the game gets
oh, totally.
You don't want to be successful all throughout it, you know?
Well, there's a bunch of different, depending on your weebdom, like I know Sam's a big, like, Marvel Universe kind of guy.
Right.
Is like, there are types of, they're not as expansive as D&D, but there are books where you can build, I remember growing up, we built our own, like, Ninja Turtle world characters. And I was some, like, boss-ass hamster that was, like, huge, but a hamster.
That's so cool.
And you can do that with Marvel characters. There's, like, a roll of the die, you get, it's just like you build out your D&D characters. So there's, like, instead of Elven, it might be Telepath. Instead of Ranger, it might be Super Strength.
Sure, yeah, Super Soldier or something.
Totally. And it's so fun how you can cut them up because... that whole concept has so many different concepts. And then if you really get fucking nerdy, you get into tabletop RPGs, which is where you build like a whole fucking town in your basement and you move troops around like a war room scenario. It's like Risk meets D&D meets like you have your own castle and army and you have to hand paint your figurines to your colors and stuff. Oh, it's fucking nuts, Jack.
Because that was...
There we go.
We got him.
Nice. What?
I was just letting Jack know about TTRPGs if you're familiar with those. Tabletop RPGs.
Yeah, I was listening.
Tabletop, like you build your own, like, fucking...
So you go buy like a figurine that say like a certain type of ogre, and that figurine is kind of like a magic card, if you will, or something that you can control in your world, and you build out your whole armies, and you've got this whole I've seen huge fucking sets, and it's like worlds with mountain built. It's like a Wisconsin train town, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Except you move your troops through, and then as they get closer to fight, you roll die to see. There's a lot of those smaller battles you see.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as interactive as D&D, if you will, when you're like fireball. There's like
Dude, my lightning will kill it.
What?
Kill it. My lightning blast,
dude.
I'll kill it.
Sure.
I'll kill it, dude.
Sure. Were you dragonborn? So you chose that type of dragon, right?
I did. I was like, I like that. I was like, I like that dragon with lightning. That's just so. That's just so cool. I want to be green, but green's always.
That is pretty.
And green doesn't shoot lightning though. Green's not fire. There's a third one.
Right. I think green's like poison.
That's what I was thinking, but that also could be synonymous just because in the video game world, green is poison.
Right. Always.
Green's
always.
Green's
gas and shit.
Gas and shit.
Yeah, and Sam, I was telling Jack, I don't know if you heard me, but like there are D&D type games for the Marvel universe.
Oh yeah, I was hearing you say like Ninja Turtles. Really, that's sweet.
Well, yeah, it's the one I played way fucking back in the day is Ninja Turtles. You just go look for a book and done. You know, I guarantee on Amazon there's probably like if you type in Marvel's D&D, I guarantee some fucking Dungeons and Dragon weeb has been like, well, I like Marvel too, and I want to play that.
Yeah, right.
You know, because they're like, I want to create my own superpowers. You know, it's like, yeah, it's cool.
So you gotta make up your own superpowers and shit like that.
Yeah, so through the roll of the die, just like D&D, you figure out what your stats are. You know, maybe it's like the classifications would be like telepath, teleporter, super strength. You know what I mean? Perception. You know, that kind of shit. Where you could break down the superheroes into just as delineated as phylums as D&D does with cleric and elf, and it's a little broader. It's harder because they're more or less like usually defined as good or evil, or in the middle, and you don't hear them. And to that point is, you know, superheroes were built so everyone could be accepting, not so we could point out each other's classifications and specificity. So it wasn't inherently built into Stan Lee's world, where D&D, you know, when that was constructed, was much more about like, oh, this is about bringing all types of everyone together. It was the same theory, but a different approach, different means to the same ends, which is interesting.
Yeah.
I love that shit, man.
Totally.
That's pretty sweet.
It's a great message. It's awesome. Like, it totally works.
Like, it totally works too.
And you get to connect with your friends in a super real fucking way.
Yeah, oh my god.
But it's not conducive if you want to do like, if you want to go clubbing and do ski shots. Yeah.
I'm sold. You guys sold me. You guys sound super sweet.
I bet you could jump into Jack's camp. Like if you're friends with those, I don't know if like it's the same circle, you could probably jump into that campaign through Zoom and shit.
Yeah.
You know,
like
there's you don't necessarily need to be in the room to participate in this day and age.
Right.
Right.
Well, like my coworker, does her campaigns through Zoom because all her friends are back in California.
Sure.
So it's like, you don't have to be there.
Yeah, and you could fuck up Jack's lightning bolt if you want. You could build a character that is only meant to neg Jack at every opportunity.
100%. 100%.
I love it.
That's just you in general.
I'm gonna let you two get back at it for your thing, but now we got you back up and going, Sam. Right? You're clicking. You're good. You're looking good. Yeah, y'all are doing great.
Yeah, appreciate you tapping in for me there.
Oh no, I just happened to come back into the theater and I heard Jack being like, I think I'm done. And I was like, oh, what's that mean? Like, you don't have to be, I'll jump on, buddy. You know, I fucking talk about nerd shit all fucking day. My brother was a huge Marvel collector growing up and shit.
Yeah, that's the best.
I've got so many nerddoms that I know way more than I'd probably like to admit, just by existing. I love it, but I'll let you two get back to it, and I'll keep an eye out. You guys hear me? I love it.
I love it.
It's buggy.
Thank you, Justin.
All
right. Well, where were we, Jack?
You were ranting about the
Oh yeah, and how they only have the custom one for women, and that really pissed me off. But now I have to also get a new Patriots jersey for someone relevant, and it's gonna take Yeah, it's gonna take.
That's awesome. Now, please.
No, I'm gonna be like what's that Joe Exotic quote where he's like, "I'm never gonna be able to financially recover from this." Watch me like that would be so great if I was that big of an idiot that I sunk like $500 into 3 jerseys just because this move happened. Just like, oh, now I got it. Like, I have to.
Sam, you might as well get a Shaq Barrett jersey while you're at it.
Might as well. Fuck
you
it.
know who Shaq Barrett is?
Yeah, Jack.
Solid.
Of course. He played for didn't he play on the Broncos originally? No.
Yes.
Oh. What are you doing fucking with me like that, asshole?
Because it's so much funnier over Zoom.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is.
Oh, man.
What do you think of the new Chargers uniforms?
All right.
I like them.
For them being I can't really like anything that they do, but
that's the problem. That's the problem is that it's the Chargers.
That's right. They're okay. I don't dislike the unis, but
I like them. I like them more now that Phillip Rivers is gone.
That's true.
He was the real big part of why I hate the Chargers. I mean, I get you have AFC West loyalty to the Broncos, but I have no honor. I saw a picture and it was Brendan Schaub and he was wearing a Tampa Bay shirt and I'm just like I sent it to Reed. I'm just like this man has no honor. Like I'm gonna sit and wait a second before I get all my shit.
That's fam. Get it while it's on the discount. While it's on the
right.
Fucking store credit.
Yeah, exactly.
Return all your Patriot stuff for NFL.com store credit. There we go.
yeah, and then even go deeper into my box and dig out my Ray Lewis and Matt Light jerseys and return those too. Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Just totally convert. Just ditch Boston and just make Tampa my new favorite city.
There we go. You're going to be stuck with
absolutely zero integrity. I got to get a Tampa Bay Rays hat now to replace the Red Sox hat.
Totally can, man. It could be a perfect transition. Bert Kreischer wears a Tampa Bay hat.
Totally.
Birdie Boy went. He's from Tampa Bay, right?
He's from Tampa, dude.
See?
Yeah. No, I was watching his and Bill Burr's podcast, and he's like, "Dude, I can't wear a Boston hat in Los Angeles." And like Burr's like, "Yeah, that's like a dangerous thing to do. Anytime that anybody wears opposing team shit in Los Angeles, it gets dangerous."
Really?
You know? Like, I guess because like there are assholes out there, and he's just like, "Oh no, it's not even because of that." He's like, "I just can't stand having this same conversation with, oh, dude, you Boston? Oh, dude, well, you gonna like, I'm not a fan. I'm not from there or anything." He's like, "But the hat though," and I'm like, honestly, for me, I just say I have family from there if I don't want to get in the conversation.
What if they ask?
It is exhausting.
What if they ask?
It is exhausting.
Who's this family in Boston? What? Who's this family in Boston?
Chuck Butler. Huh? It's Chuck Butler and Dina Butler. They're my long lost aunt and uncles that we don't talk about. But
why don't you talk about them?
Because they don't exist.
If you don't talk about them, but you're a Patriots fan and a Red Sox fan because of them, I'm confused. See, I'm confused. We need to solidify your story. Okay, Sammy.
Oh, yeah, I got to get my story straight.
No, we need Chuck and Dana to mean more to you, or else this will never sell. This has got to be...
I have to actually fully flesh these Chuck and Dana characters out, huh?
You must.
Okay.
Who was Uncle Chuck to you? Why did Uncle Chuck get you involved with the socks?
It was just something really special about when he took me to Fenway when we were out there when I was a kid.
Oh shit! You've been to Fenway? Do you know the one, the pretzel shop in right field? What's it called? You know the one, right? You been there?
Yeah. It's called Twisted Up, all Twisted Up.
It's a lie! It's a barbecue shop in right field. You fail. Freaking guy.
Jack, what if there is? Because I know you don't know that. What if there is?
Yeah. That would be pretty cool, actually. That would be pretty. You should be a Boston fan in that case. But I bet.
Yeah, if I just I hit you with it's like, yeah, Twisted Up in right field, dude. Like, duh, obviously.
Have you ever been to Boston, Sam?
Yeah, dude. I've been there a couple times when I go through there to get to Nantucket when I was going there to visit those family friends. And yeah, no, I've been through Boston. I've never been to Boston and walked around the touristy shit, but
very flimsy.
Hey, I've been to the New England area, man. I have been to Cape Cod. I have seen the chip factory. I have been to Nantucket. You can't tell me nothing.
Uncle Chuck would be ashamed.
Uncle Chuck doesn't give a fuck. Low-hanging fruit. I had to do it.
Hey, did you watch Middle Edition Schwartz?
Not yet. That's on the old listaroo. I've been at work.
Do it's dead.
Since it's Friday, Freitag, and I don't have work today, I'm getting into that.
I love what those dudes are doing for long form improv is awesome. Just like I'm sitting there thinking about it, I'm like, I've never seen this done before.
That's the thing that's cool is that it is long form improv because you've seen them twice and the shows have been completely different, I'm sure.
Actually not. I'll tell you what, long form really works. If you know what you're getting into and you can just enjoy the experience, it totally works on film. Because actually that was the thing I think was most surprising between seeing them live and seeing them. It's actually a little better to see them on TV because you're not in a theater completely.
Mm-hmm.
The second time we saw them, we were up top, mezzanine, crammed in the back, versus they can do all sorts of different things with the camera, especially if they're there's one character named Short Paul that they're able to use the camera and the chairs and stuff like that to make it work.
That's kind of cool because there's never really been a special like this. There's never been a long form special.
Yeah, I was saying those things. I was like, this is something that a lot of people. I mean, they're the pioneers of it all. They're the best of the best, and everybody knows that. But it's something I could see a lot of people doing. I would love to see some of these stand-ups that blend with improv or whatever it may be. Try and do that. See some big faces that you normally see acting or doing sets have to work on their feet because it's a completely different experience.
Yeah, that would be really interesting to see how that unfolds.
Yeah, it's fun, and they're very special and unique with it. I'm sure being actors and doing writing TV and movies constantly, they know story structure so well that's almost embedded in the back of their minds, but they're able to really tell a full story, develop. I mean, there's one of them where they do 7 or 8 characters that they have to keep track of, the 2 of them for a full hour, and they kill it.
That's crazy. Yeah.
They wrap it up well. They stay pretty true to the rules of improv, at least as far as I've learned them thus far. So I'm like, this would be a pretty cool thing. And it's not being super advertised, which I get, but it's annoying. And I want to try and get the word out about this because I think if more people, I just don't think a lot of people know what improv is to check it out right off the bat. But if they have,
I feel like it's just got that stigma attached to it because, and same goes for fucking open mic stand up, dude. It's just got this stigma attached to it where it's just gonna it's like it's oftentimes the joke in like a movie or a TV show. Like I think we talked about it before, but like in like fucking Ted 2, where Mark Wahlberg and Ted are sitting in the audience at an improv show just shouting out shitty suggestions, and the guy's like, "Oh, come on, man!"
Right.
And like even in You, when he had to go to that improv show, I was just like, people, like it's just got this stigma, and people don't understand the possibilities that improv really has, and it's kind of a bummer because it's hard to get people to come out.
Yeah, and it's something I think.
Hopefully, this does redefine the stigma.
I think it could really help. I think it could really grow because of this, because you see it, like you can see these guys communicating on stage when they get lost, and they're being like honest and upfront, but they're not taking away from the show, and it still works and stuff like that. And it's cool to see them in the moment having to come up with a story. It just makes you realize how talented these people are,
Oh yeah, and thinking on your feet is so funny because and also not breaking. Like I've noticed I've had a hard time breaking in the past couple shows.
Yeah.
But it's like because that's the thing that's so great is that when someone comes up with something on the spot, it's always surprising, and that's the best part of any joke is the surprise.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, and the surprise to the performers, like to see them both losing it constantly throughout the show and stuff like that. And it's because like I don't know, we've come to have like the best TV of all time, the best stand-ups of all time. Like movies have always been phenomenal, and this is something that's so different but so similar. Like it's a similar packaging but a completely different product. That's the best way to put it. But like it's something that lets people kind of relax a little bit too. Like you don't have to be watching the best thing. The best thing could be something that's kind of fun and messy and crazy and like just a completely different change of gear compared to what most people have been watching.
Right. Yeah. And it's a really fun time, and it's cool. I'm really excited to dig into those. How long are each one? There's 3, right?
Yeah, 50 minutes a pop. 50, 55. Yeah. So they do a full set. They do a full hour.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
God, improv for an hour, dude.
I mean, hey,
stand for an hour.
The peeps of Grafenberg, they do it every week. They've been doing it via Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
Insane.
We gotta do the dads, dude. Gotta do dads on Zoom. Where like camera angles like this and shit. Like, hey, guys,
here's me.
Get the Daves on Zoom, dude. Let's talk to Gary about that.
I wonder if we could, like intentionally freeze some shots and stuff like that, and just like, oh my god, maybe, or just let the technical difficulties happen. Just go out of your
sit further away from the Wi-Fi than usual.
Go out of your way to use like your worst thing, like your most unreliable piece of technology.
Yeah, that would be so fun. Let's do it.
I wish I still had the stash, but
all good. All good.
Take a look, man. Let's see, because I got the hair going. It's a little long, I'll tell you.
Dude, my dad's hair is so long.
Really?
Yeah, and we were having like a serious discussion about what to do to give him a haircut because he really hates the buzzed look, and especially hates like when I shave completely bald.
He doesn't like it,
and he hates it. I don't know why. And
I'm
like, well, sorry, that's my head. Sorry, you don't like it.
What does he say, and how do you feel when that happens?
Oh, dude. Okay, so here's what he does. And like when I first started shaving my head like clean last year, I was like, I came up and he's just like, "Huh? So you decided to go all the way to the skin, huh? All right." Doing that shit. All right, like, and it's just like, thanks, love you too, Dad. Yeah, I'm just trying to deal with a shitty situation here the best I can, and okay. Yeah, it's good to see that you're 70 years old and still have hair on the top of your head, man. Good for you. Good for you.
I hope I do, man. I really do, but we'll see. It might go gray. If I know my family, it's going to go gray quick.
Yep, you're going to be a snowball. You're going to be like Steve Martin.
Light it.
And I mean, like, yeah, like Kevin does got a pretty good head of hair. How old is your dad?
He's doing well. How old is my dad?
Yeah,
61, I think. Yeah.
Fuck. You better get that will in order, man. That's close.
Hey, easy now.
Hey! What's that dad you're talking about? Hey, dads don't die.
Dads don't die. They don't do it.
I just don't.
Where'd you go? Get back here. Get back on that camera.
I have to get the charger.
Charger.
This thing is gonna die unless I do something about it.
That's fair. That's fair. Oh man. I don't know. What are you gonna do this next week, Sammy? What are you gonna do?
Well, I'm going back to Raccoon Creek, so that'll be interesting. Dude, let me tell you something. 2 weeks of being a fucking subterranean mole person, I did not realize how not moving would totally, like, completely fuck any sort of, which I didn't really have much of it, but fitness level. Dude, I went for a walk with Anjane yesterday, a pretty long walk, and I was exhausted. Holy shit. And I was driving my first night back. I only had a 4-night shift or a 4-hour shift. And like towards the end of the shift, I'm like, I'm really fucking exhausted. My legs are like feeling it, because I just been laying and sitting for 2 fucking weeks. I haven't been able to actually do anything physical. Like, it sucks.
Yeah. Getting back into it though.
It'll be interesting to see how the golf. You're frozen.
You froze too.
Oh shit! It says my internet connection is unstable.
Hey, it keeps saying that on mine. It hasn't done it yet.
Dude.
But...
Dude. Okay. That's where the Wi-Fi is. It is literally behind me. There's no reason why it should be doing this shit to me.
You should smash.
Other than CenturyLink is just a piece of shit.
Yeah, man. Get Xfinity. Get Comcast. Come on now. What are you doing?
This isn't my house. I'm over at Anjane's, so it's not my internet.
Comcast.net.
I have it at my dad's house, dude. It's Xfinity, okay, asshole.
I do like.
Oh, I was gonna tell you this quick little story. I was on the phone with Carl the other day, and he was talking about he was bringing up. He's like, I was watching Endgame. What was the one before that? And I'm like, what do you mean, Infinity War? He's like, yeah, dude, I'm so stupid. I was gonna call it Xfinity War, and I laughed so hard. Avengers, Xfinity War.
Thanos is Comcast.
What's that?
Thanos is Comcast.
Yeah, he's gonna take half of your internet. No, half of your income with internet and phone and cable.
That's good.
they say it's a bundle. They say it's a bundle, but you're not safe. You're not safe.
Oh man, I get that though. That's solid.
Yeah. What are you gonna do this upcoming week?
What am I gonna do? I don't know. I don't think the gyms are gonna be opening up anytime soon. They made that kind of apparent this week, or at least not till mid-May. Trying to think what is next week. Yeah, I really have nothing, man. It's crazy. Every week, I'm just getting used to having nothing to do.
Yeah. Are you thinking maybe like applying to some sort of like essential job or something like that, just to do something?
Maybe. I'm actually like, now that I'm like comfortable with doing nothing and like I kind of get how life is going now, like I'm writing a lot, so that's been good. I'm doing, I'm hanging out like with Cody more and stuff, like watching more movies, reading more books, stuff like that. So just trying to enjoy this for as long as I can, because now I'm starting to like understand this won't last forever and it's a very like unique time. So as I was preaching at the beginning, use it, try and make the most of it. I'm actually going to try and do that now. Or I have been doing that, honestly, not even going to try, just trying to maintain it. And then from there, we'll see.
All right. Well, it sounds like you got a good handle on it.
Yeah.
I feel like, especially just being able to kick it, watch movies, and play video games and whatnot, gives like it gives you a chance to catch the fuck up.
Yeah.
With everything.
Oh, you mean like as far as like content catch up?
Yeah.
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 That I'm trying to do it, man. I'm trying. There's a lot to catch up on. There's so many things.
Yeah, it's getting to the point where I'm actually really overwhelmed by how much shit there is. It's like, dude, I've watched so fucking much. Like, with how much I would, like, back in the day when Netflix first came out, when they had all that, the titles, and a lot of them were obscure titles and stuff, and it was before they started making their series and stuff. Dude, I would watch That 70s Show and Scrubs on repeat. I've watched both of those shows like 3 times all the way through. Where do I find the time, man? Because now it's like I can't even rewatch one thing because there's all these other things that it's like, oh, you gotta see this. Oh, you gotta see this shit. It's a good shit. And it's like, I don't know. I kind of would like to just rewatch Breaking Bad or something like that.
Sure.
Not feel all this pressure and anxiety to keep watching shit.
Dude, you gotta be able to give up. You gotta be able to quit and stop. And yeah, that's what I've learned. Sometimes you're like, it's a good show. I like it in theory, but it's not gonna hook me. If it doesn't hook me, I'm like, there's something out there that will.
Yeah, there's so many shows where it's like Shameless, for example. That's one where I was just like, I got like to season 4. I'm like, I can't keep watching this show, man. Like, it is pretty emotionally taxing as a show. It's got humorous parts for sure, but it's like, bro, how much am I just gonna watch this fucking shit family in Chicago fall apart over and over and over again? Like, I'm tapping, man. I gotta tap out on Shameless, bro. It's just.
William H. Macy couldn't sell it for you?
No, it's not even like it was a bad show. It's just like I just can't keep watching this shit. Like, I might circle back to it at some point later, because I fucking love the lead actor Emmy Rossum, the chick who plays the main or the oldest sibling in the family. She's great and hot, but like she left the show recently, and I'm like, well, who wants to keep watching that?
Right. Yeah, well, isn't it like been going on for a long time too? Like 11 years or something like that now?
Yeah, it's like on season 9 or some shit.
Jeez. I don't know. That's so many seasons. That's so long, I feel like if you're going to write a show, I don't know. Again, I'm not a professional.
Okay. So, yeah, I was just watching Congratulations, and D'Elia was just talking about it. He's like, dude, be like Breaking Bad. You have a plan. Get in, get out, make the show only as long as it needs to be. That's why I like anthology series a lot. That's why I like True Detective and Fargo, is because you get one season in and out, boom. And if the show gets canceled, you wouldn't care because it ends on a closed, tied knot, instead of being like, well, we're going to come back next season and do more shenanigans, like True Detective, if Nick Pizzolatto didn't want to write season 4, he wouldn't have to.
Yeah.
I don't even think he is gonna. I think they might end it at 3, and it's fine.
Sure.
So I don't know. I like shorter, like, especially with dramas, dude. Like dramas, I can't like fuck, dude. Guy I worked with was like, dude, you gotta get into Prison Break. There's 8 seasons with 25 episodes each. I'm like, get fucked, okay, dude, get real. Or all right. Who's logically just gonna do that? Like, I don't want to watch it, and I'm not gonna sit down for 25 episodes for 8 seasons. What the fuck? He's like, oh yeah, and they're bringing it back. I'm like, why? Why bring it back?
And I'm gonna be honest, man.
If you already had that much under your belt, why bring it back?
If the show's about a man escaping from prison, and it takes him 8 years, over 25 hours of the very important story notes, he's bad at it. This guy's not worth watching.
Oh yeah, he's terrible at it. Or at least he keeps going back to prison and then having to break out. It's just like, don't, dude. I'm not certain, but I'm pretty sure you're just bad at being a fucking criminal. Then, like, what are you doing? Like, choose a different profession, man. You keep getting caught, and you have to keep breaking out of prison.
Stupid fuck.
Quit getting caught.
Get caught, man. Quit getting caught.
Yeah. I'm just like, fuck that. I'm not gonna do that. And then Dexter, I should have tapped out after season 4, but I pushed through all the way through season 8, and that was the worst decision. It ended so badly, dude.
8?
I think it had 8, 7 or 8.
8 seasons of Dexter. Wow.
Yeah, and it just got ridiculous. Like season 5, I was just like, dude, how is he getting away with it at this point? He has killed so fucking many people in a similar radius. Like, there's no way that these people, like the cops, can like see the pattern. I mean, I get it. He's a forensic analyst, so you know he's kind of like the last person they're gonna look at. But season 2, the like main cop who fucking hated him was like really investigating him. Like, ooh, is he the ice truck killer or something like that? And then that guy dies. Okay, and then season 7, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was season 7. The main like what the fuck rank is it? Captain, the captain of the division that they work for. She starts investigating him, and then he gets his sister to kill her because she's got the drop on Dexter, and then she, kills her. And then his sister just goes crazy for season 8, and it's like his sister was like the best part of the show, dude. Was just how much she swore. She says fuck like so much throughout that show. She puts fuck in every word, and it's hilarious. But then it gets all the way to the end. They finally sort of reconcile after she found out that he's a fucking serial killer and all that. They finally reconcile. And then it gets all the way to the end, and she gets shot, dies, but she goes into a coma in the second to last episode. So in the last episode, there's a hurricane coming in because they're in Florida. And so and she dies in the hospital. He takes her body, goes out into the ocean, dumps her body in the ocean, and then drives the boat into the hurricane. And then fucking, you're just like, oh, I guess that's how Dexter ends. And then it doesn't end. They have like a post-credit kind of thing. And it's just him working at a logging fucking camp in like Montana. And I'm just like, why? It was so terrible. But we got to wrap it up.
We gotta go. Go.
Yep.
All right, send us off, Sandy.
It was good talking to you. Good seeing you. Like, share, subscribe. DMTpodcast@gmail. Email us, please. And support Graphic Bird. And
otherwise, yeah.
Otherwise,
yeah.
Real.
Yay!
Next week.
DMT, Jack, what do you got? Give your sign off, Jack.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.
I love this shit. Let me take it back in studio real quick. Oh, DMT, that's so great. Anytime you could go from D&D to the Patriots to everywhere, it's so great. I love this shit. Thank you all so much for being with us and following right now. We're going to be back tonight at about 6 p.m. With Gary Miller, and then we got Mutiny, and then we got the Grafenberg Players, and then we got People and Places. Fuck me, do we got a good lineup of shows tonight. But for that, go enjoy the rest of your afternoon. We'll be back here for dinner. And let's see, that's about it. And let's see my tagline. Don't forget to laugh today. It's the cheapest medicine you'll get. Have a good one.